For your culture, happy Halloween. The information we are delivering today is titled Facing Your Demons, in which we are explaining the idea of the mechanics of negative energy and disconnection as you experience it relative to the idea of the entities that you refer to in your society as demons and demonic experiences. So allow us to explain how this works. As we have talked about, the idea of what you typically refer to as negative energies, which really are simply lower vibrational energies that might be discordant or out of alignment with the flow of unconditional love. Even though everything is made from unconditional love, there can be a counterpoint to this vibrational energy that would seem to be out of phase with it in terms of your experience of that energy. It's similar to the idea of either filtering your energy through positive belief systems, which create the idea of love and joy, or filtering your belief systems through negative ideas, which create the idea of fear. So let us dive deeper into the idea of how filtering your energy through belief systems that are aligned with the vibration of fear bring about certain experiences in your civilization, in your culture, that you have referred to as demonic. Now, the idea, as expressed by some people, is that there can be such a thing as negative entities that have attached themselves to you. This, of course, is just an experience and just a perspective. There really is no such thing as entities that can attach themselves to you in the way that most people on your planet mean this. It is an outdated and old-fashioned way of interpreting the idea of your own energy shifting in to negative vibrations and fear-based vibrations. Because you have to remember, the idea of negative energy, fear-based energy, is one that creates an experience of disconnection from source. Not that you can be disconnected from source, but it creates an experience of disconnection. Therefore, by creating that experience as if you are now disconnected from source, that immediately creates the apparition or appearance or illusion of something being separated from you, distant from you, as if an entity existed in that vibrational energy apart from you. And yet underlying in your unconscious mind, you know that there is still a connection. So when you filter your energy through certain belief systems, knowing the polarity unconsciously that there is still a connection that has to do with you and your energy, and yet you have created this vibration of separation as if you are dealing with a different entity, a separate entity, rather than dealing with your own energy. You combine those two ideas into the notion that this negative entity has attached itself to you, which is just an old-fashioned way of saying that you recognize simultaneously that this has to do with filtering your energy through negative belief systems, fear-based belief systems, and yet it creates a separation, a disconnection experience that makes it seem as if this entity exists outside of you. And yet, because of the innate understanding that there's a connection, you then express it as if this entity has attached itself to you. Now, on a grander scale, with the idea of demons in general and demonic entities in general, this is simply a larger scale of this idea. Demons don't exist in their own right. They're not independent entities in the same way that you might think of another being, such as another human or an extraterrestrial or a spirit in that sense. Yes, we understand that there can be negative entities in existence. But in terms of the idea of what you on Earth experience as demonic presences, is not that kind of an experience, is not that kind of an expression. We have talked before about the idea that your collective consciousness creates archetypal entities, manifestations that are representative of certain large group ideas in your collective consciousness that can actually manifest and appear to you as if they are independent entities, what are simply representative of archetypal sections of your collective consciousness that represent different features of humanity. Well, there is a negative and polarized side to that as well. So the idea that you call demons are simply the negative side of the archetypal spectrum that you contain within your collective consciousness. So in other words, when you have certain belief systems that are based on these low vibrations, negative vibrations, fear-based vibrations, and it creates this disconnection and illusion of separation, you project that idea into the polarized side of the archetypal collective consciousness and call that, instead of angelic, demonic. So the idea is that demons are simply a projection from a collective level, a manifestation, an embodiment temporarily of what represents that fear-based collective belief rather than the individual belief. So the idea is that while each and every one of you as individuals may add to this because you are experiencing the concept of these polarities with yourself individually, you also add to the idea of the collective on the negative archetypal side that allows you to experience manifestations, projections, apparitions, appearances of these demonic entities as reflections of the negative side of the collective consciousness of humanity. So the demons are simply made out of your own collective energy. They exist temporarily as representations of what kind of negative collective archetypal energy you may be dealing with within your own belief system. And they can appear to be independent entities, separate from yourself, disconnected from yourself, because once again, negative energy creates the idea and the illusion of separation. So they appear to be something that is not necessarily being projected from you. That's how they appear. But again, you have to understand that what you call demons are simply a reflection on an archetypal level of the collective consciousness that is negative of your entire humanity. So this is why, even when in olden times people made lists of all the demons and their qualities, as you can find in some of your old texts and old scriptures and the translations thereof, if you pay attention, you will realize that a lot of the qualities assigned to different demons are simply different negative attributes of humanity. So when you talk about the idea of a demon that is associated with greed, you will understand that's just a reflection of the negative side of belief systems that can create greed in a human being. So when you have the idea of some other feature that is negative associated to a demon, then the idea is that you're seeing a reflection on a collective archetypal level of something that does have the ability to manifest, let's say, formed from the clay of the collective consciousness and projected outside yourself and experienced as if it is truly an independent entity with its own consciousness, even though it's not, but it's depicted that way so that you can understand it as a reflection, because that's the result of negative energy, that sense of separation. And yet again, because of the connection unconsciously, then you feel an attack from this demon because it is connected to you, because you're going through the idea of your negative belief systems and projecting it outside yourself as the representation of this demonic entity. So the idea in your ancient scriptures of the so-called demons being representative of fallen angels is simply another way of saying that you as a spirit entity chose to densify yourself, to focus yourself down into physical materiality. And because of the nature of the polarity in the way it's expressed and experienced in physical reality, you experience this idea of dealing with the negative side, the polarized side of the archetypal collective consciousness that is created when you all agreed to experience together the idea of a physical reality. And you experience not only the positive side of the archetypal energy, but the negative side of it as well, projected seemingly outside yourself because of that separation that happens, that illusion of separation that happens when you deal with the idea of fear-based beliefs and see them projected outside yourself, when in fact, it's just a reflection of something you're dealing with inside yourself, which is why instinctively humanity understands this and has said and used the phrase to face your own demons, because that is literally the truth of what you're doing anytime you may have an experience with what appears to be a separate entity that you would refer to as demonic. You are facing your own demons, projected out of your consciousness, formed out of the clay of the collective consciousness, and reflected back to you so that you have something separate from yourself that appears to be separate from yourself to deal with in that sense. But you have to understand it's nothing but a manifestation of your own fear-based beliefs, your own negative beliefs, but from a collective level. And so it seems like it has nothing to do with you when it has everything to do with the belief systems that you're facing. So it is about facing your own demons. And therefore, that's why things like possession and negative entity attachment are all illusions that simply are outdated ways of expressing the manifestation of changing your own energy's vibration to something that is fear-based, negative-based, a lower frequency that allows you to experience these things as if they were happening outside of you and attacking you. But it's all happening within you. It's all a manifestation of the archetypal level that is negative in the collective consciousness of humanity. So when you face your inner demons, you are experiencing the idea of facing the so-called outer demons, which don't exist in their own right. It's just a projection of you being willing to face your inner demons and transform that and overcome that by allowing yourselves to transition your energy to, as you say in your language, the better angels of your nature. So this is all a gigantic polarity play. And the idea of dealing with that side of your own belief system, facing those demons within yourself and transforming them, is what the idea of Halloween is all about, and why you understand that it is in that time and in that season that you come to grips with the things that you fear and allow yourself to transform them into a larger understanding, a more positive understanding of your own self-empowerment and how powerful you are to be able to manifest, either individually or collectively, something that appears to be outside of yourself as a mirror reflection of the issues that you're facing within. It's all about the idea of understanding that you create your physical reality, including the idea of those old-fashioned demonic experiences that all just come from your investigation of your own inner demons. In other words, your negative and fear-based beliefs. They don't exist on their own outside of your collective consciousness. We thank you for allowing us to share this Halloween message with you this day of your time. We know that you also enjoy playing with the idea of your fear, and that is a positive way to deal with the idea. You just have to remember and recognize that it all comes from you, and you will be able to transform it, no matter how powerful, no matter how scary, no matter how demonic and terrifying it may be. It's all just another aspect of your individual or collective consciousness that you have agreed to experience here in the earth cycle, in the physical polarity that exists in the way it is expressed in this dimension. So you have the power to transform this. As powerful as any projected demon may seem, that's an indication of the power level you have, in the capability you have to transform that energy into something positive by being willing to examine, investigate, and explore your negative and fear-based beliefs and let them go, to give them up, to break through, to open up. Remember that the universe operates on only two principles: love and fear. That's it. And you have the great experience in physical terms of experiencing that passion play played out in very convincing terms, in very tactile terms, in very physical terms, but it's all still just a projection. So fear not the idea that these entities exist apart from you and have designs upon you, for it is only a reflection of your own designs upon yourself.